Okay, it's good to have a foreground background layer, but sometimes you may want to add additional details. If you're compositing photorealistic, you maybe want to add some particles, fog effect, other things. Or if you compositing as just a blue screen, a photo booth, you maybe want to add some frame or other components. So let's look on this. And we have it layers. So it's very nice. They add more about 90 layers. Now you can creating inside the Photokey 8 Pro, and the best parts, they added blending mode. So this is again blending mode. It's one of the main reasons to get. If you have it 7, I will recommend upgrade just because the blending mode was introduced. So to add layers, you can notice right here we have 2 layers, foreground, background. We can enable, disable any of them to preview. We can also switch modes on everything except background layer. So we can have it overlay, or let's leave it normal. So we can add new layers. So let's go ahead, click add new, and you notice right here we have our new layer. Okay, let's go scroll a little bit down on the properties. Notice the blending mode by the layer. So we'll go down right here. You can notice we have some additional from already preloaded. So we can go ahead and using some of those layers. Okay, and in my case, for example, I have some smoke and other effects. I can drag them and drag directly to this canvas, or I can select them from what I already preloaded before. And for example, let's go to have it smoke back. So you'll notice right here we have it smoke area. As well, I have it my gizmo tool, so I can resize easy. And I'll just select a little bit bigger, put it right there. And currently it's on up front of this. So I want to use these arrows to bring it down, put it background. So I want that smoke be on a back behind my model. So it will help me kind of sell this realism somewhat. We have options, opacity, how much we want to opacity of this applied, horizontal, vertical, and scale. Same things what we did, as well as a flip horizontal and vertical. So this is kind of very navigation we look before when we look inside the positions. So we also can just click and set fit to the canvas. And it's worked very well for the framing or maybe logs, other things. So in this case, I don't want it. I just want to set manually. And again, notice it's a yellow border. So this is as safe as unique. If I would do this without unique, that will layers apply to all of my images, which is kind of nice because you can preset in some cases. Okay, so right here, let's go blending mode, and you notice that's normal. We can always switch to the soft light, which is kind of will add, but not that visible, or we can switch to the screen or overlay mode. I will just leave it on a screen for the purpose of this tutorial. Okay, so we can just adjust a little bit down, so not too much. Okay, let's go ahead, we'll scroll up and we'll add another layer. So on this layer, actually, I want to go front smoke. Okay, notice right here, we have this front smoke applied and it's on a back. So I want to move it up. And this is a layer similar to Photoshop. So our bottom layer, higher, and our top layer. So notice right here, it's kind of putting, but I want to rescale. So easy way, click fit to the canvas. So this will apply the fog right in this place. We can play with some adjustment of the opacity we need it. And of course, we can change this to maybe the soft light at this point. So you can see we just add a little bit more blending in kind of effect. Okay, so we add some stuff. You can apply more layers. So for example, let's go to select layer 2, add layer, because I want to add on a background. And we'll just add like a star blur. And star blur are just creating this effect of the lighting. And we'll switch this to the soft light. Okay, right here you can preview before. You can see just add some lights. So it bring more attention to our actual character in this case. And this is more kind of artistic view. Okay. Okay, so at this point, if you have any other like logos or just even example, let's go ahead. Like a flare, so we can have it flare. Let's set to the screen mode. Okay, and you notice how Okay, let's go put it on top. Okay, we can add some flare to these lights. So if we have any other ones, we can just easy drag and drop and creating all these multiple layers, create some more embedding, you know, maybe even somewhere like right there. So help us to blend and bring these images. And of course, it supports JPEG, PNG, TFF. It supports a lot of formats of the different images we can use as a backdrop. Okay, so if you have some logos you want to apply to this, so we can go ahead, select it, drag drop like this logo. Let's reposition on the bottom, and so we can kind of readjust. Okay, let's bring up slightly. Okay, so right here you can see we have all these adjustments we can add. Okay, of course, with the logo you can also let me just shrink slightly down right here. Okay, we can do in some overlays, but it was a little bit different. So with the layers, we can create a multiple different layers if we need it. With the overlay, we have options just to add globally to everything. Okay, so we'll look on the overlay in a second, but overall, just know this layers, another effect, they will be applied when effects or other when applied, and overlay one will have won't accept any of the effects or anything, so it will be final. And it's nice if you have branding or other things to do. So okay, let's go back to the layers, and again right here you'll notice we apply different layers, and layers does not process as a green screen, so they need to have their own transparency, maybe as PNG, or you can use a blending mode that will work together. So for example, like this our flare that we applied. Okay, the smoke. Okay, where's our flare? Right here. And notice in some cases, like right here, we have a little bit the border right there where the cut. So just let you know, this is a blending mode. It's on a JPEG image, but we still have some transparency effect right here. And we cannot just mask out or anything. So we need prepare this before or you want to do and import this way, or you always can just let's go right there and take a slightly opacity down. So kind of blend in a little bit better with this case right there. But overall, we'll still have edges. So just be aware of this to prepare any of those in layers when you import them. Okay, so we kind of overview this, and let's keep on going to the effects.